Jacinda Ardern.
Mr. Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Police and asks, when was the Minister of Police first informed of the misreporting of police statistics in Counties Manukau, and what did she do with the information when she first received it?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr. Speaker, I was briefed by Deputy Commissioner Bush on the 21st of May 2012 that a small number of staff in Counties Manukau South had been found to be incorrectly recoding burglaries, and that employment investigations of the staff involved would be undertaken. During this briefing, I sought and received assurances that this was an isolated event and that police have appropriate checks and balances in place to ensure that crime statistics are accurate, including regular spot checks and audits. I also gave Minister Collins a heads up on this matter as the local MP following this briefing. Since 2012, police have established a national data coordinator, recruited champions in each district to provide expertise to staff on data entry standards, and have ongoing programs of education and training to ensure staff fully meet requirements when entering data into the police system.
Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. Does she believe it was appropriate for Judith Collins to choose not to pass on information relating to the misreporting of police statistics when she was made aware of it earlier in 2012?
Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr. Speaker, I have no ministerial responsibility for any information that another minister might have. However, I am aware that when I briefed Minister Collins following my verbal briefing, that she had heard some gossip about a senior...
Order!
If you let me finish...
Order! Allow the Minister to complete her answer.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That she had heard some gossip about a senior police officer leaving the police. This government does not deal in gossip. This government deals in facts, and the facts are that crime has fallen over the last 4 years by 20%. And this government supports the police, while the previous government, under which crime rose, continues to try and undermine our police.
Order. Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. When the Minister advised Judith Collins of the situation, did Judith Collins give her an explanation as to why she did not ask the police to investigate what she has labelled as gossip?
Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr. Speaker, I repeat, I have no ministerial responsibility for the actions of another minister. My responsibility...
Order. Point of order, the Honourable Trevor Mallard.
Mr. Speaker, the Minister has absolute responsibility for whether she asked, and that's what she was asking, and to say that she doesn't is incorrect.
Order. And the Minister is responsible now to answer to the House. How she decides to answer to the House is for her to judge, and then for this House and the public of New Zealand to judge the answer. Honourable Anne Tolley to complete the answer.
Mr. Speaker, I have no responsibility for other ministers receiving gossip. What I have the responsibility for as Minister of Police was receiving information from the police that there had been a small problem with statistics. Less than half of 1% of the Counties Manukau statistics had been incorrectly coded. What I had responsibility for was making sure that a full investigation had taken place, and seeking assurances from the police that this was a small, isolated incident that had been amended, and that there was no further danger of statistics being wrong.
Order. Supplementary question, the Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Could the Minister tell us, per capita, under her watch and her Ms Collins' watch, have the numbers of police per capita gone down or up?
Honourable Antoli, does the Minister want the question? Could the member please repeat the question as clearly?
Police numbers per 1,000 under Ms Collins and herself, have the numbers gone down after 2008 or up?
Mr.
Honourable Antoli.
That is very wide of the primary question.
It is.
However,
I've allowed the question so the Minister can address it.
I'm happy to say that there has been per capita, as the population has risen, despite the fact this government has paid for an extra 600 police, a slight decrease, but, Mr. Speaker,
Order.
This government has provided police with mobile phones and iPads, and that has produced...
Order.
And that has produced, and they may laugh, but actually that has produced an efficiency the equivalent of an extra 354 police per year. So that has increased the per capita.
Order. Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. Does she believe it was appropriate for Judith Collins in 2014, when discussing the declining crime statistics, to say, quote, "The results are due to the hard work and dedication of many sectors within justice, and I know our Counties Manukau divisions are a big part of that," end quote. Given that she was made aware of misreporting of statistics in Counties Manukau in 2012 and did not disclose that information to her or to the public?
Honourable Antoli.
Mr. Speaker, I think it's absolutely in order for Minister Collins to praise the hard work of the police in Counties Manukau that have seen an extraordinary drop in reported crime right across the whole of Counties Manukau. And this government...
Order. Could Mr Mallard please get himself under control? Honourable Antoli.
What I do find astounding, Mr. Speaker, is that the members of the opposition are determined to undermine the fantastic work of our police right across the country, when today's front page of the Herald actually talks about the hard work that they are doing on behalf of New Zealand citizens.
Order. Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
When she indicated that she was satisfied that misreporting of crime statistics from 2009 was an isolated incident, what evidence had she seen to give her this confidence?
Honourable Antoli.
Mr. Speaker, I sought assurances from the Commissioner of Police, and I trust the Commissioner of Police. I don't believe that the Commissioner of Police lies. He assured me that they had conducted spot audits. Mr. Speaker, we are talking about 696 recoded burglaries out of a total of 1.25 million recorded offences. That is in the margin of error, probably where the Labor opposition enjoys wallowing.
Order. Question number 9, the Honourable Tohanare.
Mr. Speaker, my question is to the Minister